very shortly we have a very exciting matchup, however, PvP. Light.
We're here. We tried to avoid a chase. We tried desperately, but it's come for us.
We are back indeed, but here we go, spawning in the top right position. It is the Polish player playing for Genesis Gaming. He's quite a force to be reckoned with, and he's back again today. Give it up for ArT.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have our South Korean Protoss player representing Team GP.
Sorry.
Is Curry.
Curry indeed, and Light, I kind of just want to point out, Curry's Nexus, I don't know what skin that is, but it looks cool. Looks like it's, ruins on a long-lost planet or something.
Oh yeah. This is one of the old war, the most recent, technically, war chest skins. It's kind of like an Aztec-y kind of vibe, maybe like Stargate kind of vibe, you know. I don't know if you watched Stargate SG-1 back in the day.
A little bit. I have a friend who's super into it. She loves it. But yeah. I think Protoss in general has a bit of Aztec influences. We look at the, just the regular Nexus. It has that kind of triangular kind of, I guess,
Pyramid. Is that what you're trying?
Pyramid-ish kind of look. Yeah.
Yeah. Triangles.
Triangles and yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everything's influenced from something, but in this case, I like Curry's Nexus. I'm sorry, ArT.
No,
Too basic for me.
This is 100% like my favorite Nexus skin for Protoss. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
I wish you could buy the old packs, the old war chests. There's a bongo prober mode I want, but like it's our favorite game. Sentry Stalker, Sentry. Sentry Stalker.
No, there's no way they're gonna get any of that because Curry has a pylon out of the map and he has a probe ready and waiting to throw down that structure.
I did it Light. I said two sentries instead of two stalkers. But it's a bit of a theme we see trend between in this matchup is normally the player who's a bit more experienced, the favorite, I'd say, they tend to play slightly safer, at least in the first game. Where Curry, very, very competent player in his own right, but not as doesn't have the accolades as ArT. And we see going for that stalker opening and throwing up that proxy gateway.
Yeah, exactly. Quickly checking the vision here. ArT, he does confirm that two stalkers have come out, so he knows how aggressive Curry wants to be, but doesn't know how much because, he was oh so close, but oh so far. ArT does not see the proxy gateway in the middle of the map.
Yeah, a cute little position there, and sometimes when you're watching like pro players at home, you'd be like, why are they putting it in this position? That's kind of obvious, it's like two different paths leading to it, but a lot of the high level kind of mind game that goes on here, sometimes the obvious spot is a less obvious spot. As we see, ArT is just perusing the right side of the map, actually going to get this Phoenix caught, but does survive. And once he sees the lack of a pylon in the main of Curry here and the lack of a Nexus, he's going to be a little bit more frightened.
Oh yeah, exactly, and he should be. Meanwhile, back at home, what do we have? We have two more sentries that will help a little bit in the defense, at least going up into the main base. We do have a shield battery shortly. We will have overcharge as well. So Curry, I feel like he's on a little bit of a timer, but he has a pretty decent stalker count, enough to kind of burst his way through. Maybe, good, but there's a lot to defend.
Yeah, as long as he can one-shot these stalkers, and ArT is now aware. I'm not sure if he needs one more stalker to that shield battery especially, but those sentries especially are a little bit vulnerable. But we'll have to see after this next warp in by Curry if he's going to jump on these units.
Yeah, here we go. Curry chooses not to throw down a Nexus. He is all in on one base. He has to end it here, and now he has to try and make some moves happen. And he does have enough to two-shot, I think. One-shot even.
Yeah, with that shield battery pop grab and those force fields are perfect from ArT. The stalkers get cut in half and these three can't run away, and just like that, the shield battery pops. Yeah, Curry's not even going to bother. GG. What a defense from ArT.
Wow.
That was a clean game.
GG. Well played. To our Polish Protoss there. The defense was insane. The way he was able to cut up that army. Sure, the first volley did one shot, but there was never a second volley. Half the stalkers, they just couldn't fight.
Yeah, indeed, and I guess that's what we saw. Why ArT opted to delay the roboing, trying to go for those 3 sentries, because you can fully wall off and split in half, and because he didn't see a Twilight, you know, that probably would have been a different build, would have hit a bit later if it was a blink, but it's not so popular anyway. He just cut him in half, popped the shield battery, and just had a clean as a hold as you like. So
Exactly.
well played by ArT there, but unfortunate for Curry. I have to see what he comes up with in game number 2 here.
Oh. Oh god, let's go. We are now diving into game number 2. We'll see how this will go here. Oh god. Yeah, what an explosive game 1. Do you think Kari's gonna try and go for something crazy like that again, or do you think he's like, okay, I've got it out of my system with like something more standard?
I think it's something that you might see from a player that's a bit intimidated. I feel like he could have pushed maybe a little bit earlier, but I guess he did want to wait for that, you know, that one-shot capability. But ArT just had a perfect kind of defense. And speaking of, this is ArT. I've already said his name. Genesis Gaming, the Protoss player ArT.
Oh my god, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Team GP. It is Curry. He's doing it again. I say he's doing it again. He is not slowing down, mate. He's going.
Oh
no!
Lord, yeah. Oh no, actually that's gonna get scatterized. The pylon finishes. This is disastrous for Curry.
I know. I mean, he's committed. The first pilot is here. He can't not throw something down. He throws down 2 gateways in the face of ArT, but ArT has the earliest scout possible.
Yeah, no, that was perfectly done by ArT. And again, I gotta feel for Curry, but I was saying in the last match, you know, that sometimes the obvious place is the inobvious, but in this case, the obvious place is the obvious. But 2 gases thrown down at home, and I think Curry maybe just, I'd like to see maybe just proxy like 1 gateway, cancel one of these just to chron out a zealot for pressure or something, and just you know, opt for a defensive 2-base opening back at home, because I think with how early this was scouted, against a player of ArT's capability, it's not going to get anything done.
Exactly, like try and adapt, try and pivot away from this in some way. We do see the first zealot on the way. We see the second gateway is not cancelled, 2 zealots in total. The zealots should finish up. It's going to be pretty close. The coroned one will. The second one, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and as we see, 2 zealots being chrono boosted out. This one's already finished, and it looks like he's going to buy a little bit of time for this pylon, but with the 2 probes supporting this zealot, even a shield battery from ArT, very cute. Second as well. I think that it's not long for this world.
Yeah, exactly. Second zealot does pop out just in time, though, as they do trade 1 zealot for 1 zealot, and I mean, Curry, he is at least forcing ArT to respond and to continue to invest here. But to what end? It's kind of my question.
Yeah, indeed, and we see ArT, he's taking no risk. He's, you know, maybe if the Cybercore at home, he could drop a couple Stalkers here, but just with the units on display, Stalkers are more mobile, they have more range, and the shield batteries too. Curry, I think this is a rough one, mate.
Yeah. It is rough. Oh, there's a full wall. The zealot doesn't even get into the main base. Aye, will be cleaned up at the same time. We do see ArT just chasing, just swatting away what little zealots there are remaining. There are 2 adepts on the way, and I guess his goal here is to maybe get some economic damage done with said adepts. But we'll see if he can get into the main.
Yeah, it kind of feels like Curry's just building units and then trying to get something done with them, because he's forced to, right? Because in mirror matchups, your production, you know, is everything. And when your production is across the map, you've committed. You need to, you know, commit to that. As we see this pylon going down, and units lost. Curry's lost a lot already. Not to keep in mind these 2 gateways. They're just, once they're depowered, they're going to be useless.
Yep, and there we go. They are now depowered. Meanwhile, these 2 adepts are now 1 adept, and he's attempting to try and shade into the main base, but ArT is here to deny him. He is here to block him, and ArT is just sending everything across the map now, cleaning up everything. And What is their attempt to defend? Soon there will be one immortal, which is pretty insane. There's also going to be a shield battery with shield battery, not enough energy for an overcharge yet, but maybe Curry can hold on a little bit longer.
Yeah, actually, do not expect this immortal here. This is a good choice by Curry, given the current circumstances as he holds the top of that ramp. But we see the response from ArT, and unfortunately for Curry, it's kind of, you know, he's done well, but the Stargate, he can't really deal with this as he doesn't have any gateways. It's just the writing on the wall. It's the perfect tech choice, and although he's holding on here, ArT's just going to expand, and I think soon enough we're going to see. Yeah, some damage from ArT.
ArT is just securing his victory, just, you know, making sure he doesn't tunnel vision, making sure that he doesn't have expansion. Oh my god, no, the force field was a little bit too late. The Stalkers do get up the ramp, but are they going to get anything done? No, they are not. The shield battery keeps everything alive. Yeah,
and actually that immortal would have maybe have gone down because there wasn't, you know, he's spending all this chrono boost on immortals. He couldn't pop the shield battery overcharge, but he does hold on for now, and we see, you know, with this Phoenix, he's just going to lift them up and pop them with the Stalkers. So expect ArT just to go for a kind of, you know, with these Phoenix, just a gateway Stalker, Mass Stalker style, I'd say, as he'll close out this game.
Yeah, I mean, Curry, he doesn't want to take this lying down. He does have a War Prism on the way as well, so he is going to be as aggressive as possible, and, you know, try and deal some damage. But this also leaves him vulnerable. Like, I feel like he's safest here in his main. As soon as he leaves, he's not going to have that high ground, he's not going to have a shield battery, and that War Prism is going to get shut down by the Phoenixes. Like, it's unfortunate, but Curry just doesn't know. He doesn't know about the Stargates.
Yeah, he's actually, Curry's played really well, given circumstances, but it's just that his open was completely like rough, and we see he's going to be forced into a push here, but more likely as immortals get picked up, which is what this pusher revolves around, and he does have his K, or maybe he can power it with the Warp Prism. Actually, that's a cute move.
Oh, but he goes for it. He powers up these gateways that were never cleaned up. The pylon's gonna go down. Curry, can he make some magic happen here? Can he turn water into wine? No,
yeah, no, that's a very cute little move there. But this Warp Prism, you know, it's the moment his army moves forward, the Phoenix will snipe it and come and pick up the immortals.
Yeah, that's what should happen, and there we go. ArT's getting ready to shave on top of the army. He does commit to the shade. There we go. Immediately, both immortals are lifted up, and there is no way to stop this. There's no way to stop the Phoenixes. Up.
Yeah, fantastic force fields actually by Curry though, and he's gonna hold on for now. Those two immortals still are alive, but the Warp Prism does get sniped, and I'd say, you know, if he still had that Warp Prism, maybe he could pull something off here, but he's just, yeah, it's just the shield battery overcharge and the immortals being picked up. ArT should be able to hold here.
Yeah, once again, they do get CC. That was a pretty amazing engagement earlier from Curry. Again, just trying to do the best out of make the best out of a bad situation, but it is still a bad situation.
It is indeed, lad, and actually not too bad. You know, a couple more Stalkers reinforcing as he powers up those gateways. Actually, a good move, but at this point it's just a numbers game, and when you're the aggressor and you're down in numbers, your aggression is over. Confucius Sun Tzu after the war right here, ladies and gentlemen.
True, true. As you know what, the player with higher numbers, mate, he's just got higher numbers.
Higher numbers indeed. ArT takes a strong 2-0 victory over Curry.
Wow, GG, well played. Congratulations to our Polish Protoss player. He wastes no time here in advancing on to the grand finals once again. It's not his first rodeo. Ooh. But he's still going to be waiting for his next opponent.
Yeah, he is indeed. And, you know, it was a quick series. But Curry, again, especially like after he recovered from that proxy, the proxy gates, he played reasonably well. So I'd like to see maybe next time if he just backs himself a bit more. I know against a player as scary as ArT, it's very difficult. But I think he played pretty well in that second game. The first build, ArT just cleaned it up hard. You know, ArT's a very strong player as well. But going to the final, we could see Gerald versus ArT actually. So a bit of PvP warm up for him.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely could. We could see a PvP. We could even maybe see a PvZ. As unlikely as that sounds, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see how Mixu does against, you know, a higher caliber player here. as he's gonna have another chance. He was warmed up earlier. He was able to 2-0 Beast Orc, but now Geralt is a different beast.